Hello everybody and welcome to this replay. Today we have Colorful versus TBC BM. I have no idea who these players are, but their replays are on wc3replays.net, the Chinese website anyway, so I'm guessing they're pretty good if their replays are there. I don't exactly know who they are, because maybe they're Smurfs in disguise or something of a kind, but we'll see how the game progresses and what happens in the game. We have observers, so this is not a ladder matchup. These days there are a lot of best of threes, because there's a tournament in progress. So we'll see how it goes, who gets on top, who gets where. Few crown replays, but I haven't seen a single gold crown replay. It saddens me to see, but I'm not sure which tournament is being played. I think it's WCA or something like that. I know that somebody's gonna hammer me for being wrong, but if you know it, please write it in the comments. I would like to know myself. I suppose as the game progresses towards the finals, we'll get better and better games, because yeah, you'll get better and better players, or it'll be more tense or something of a kind. I have no idea what I'm talking about. In any case, this matchup, this is Nightolf versus Undead on Twisted Meadows. So one of my favorite maps. Ancient of War being placed here. I mean, this is something that we almost always see when a Nightolf is playing, so nothing special about that. Early Wisp going about the map. He wants to find out where his opponent is, probably because he wants to harass or something of a kind. I can think of no other reason. This Wisp, this is a bit of a micro mistake, I'm guessing. Ghoul coming in, spots this immediately. Wow. I mean, if he's smart, he's going to be able to present a disruptive influence, be a disruptive influence here, but we'll see. Oh wow, Warden coming in first, so we're going to see some harassment. Some very nice harassment if this is executed properly. Death Knight coming in as well. Death Knight, well, I say that as though it's a surprise of some sort. Undead picking a Death Knight first. I don't know why I do that, seriously. Wisp going down, not detonated, so that's kind of weird. Another micro mistakes. I mean, they're not game changers or anything like that, far from it, but they certainly do tend to add up, and they turn into a very bad advantage later on if there are a lot of them. More of a psychological thing really than anything else, like, in my opinion anyway. But who gives a shit about my opinion? Because I can play Warcraft 3, but I'm not good at it or anything of the kind. Warden going straight up, but I'm afraid it's not gonna do much in the base. I mean, Shadow Strike level 1 ain't gonna kill that many acolytes. He probably would have been better off figuring out where he's creeping and trying to snipe a ghoul, skeleton or something of the kind. You see this ghoul? This should be snipeable. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to see that in time, but he can always fuck the DK. One Shadow Strike after another. I mean, they tend to add up, and they tend to do great harm to Death Knight's health. You can see, I mean, he's not going to kill him, but he is going to prevent him from creeping any further and confine him to his base. You can see he's already down below 100, a couple more ticks. I think he's going to go down to 100. Now he's coming up with the ghoul, with lots of ghouls. I mean, what the fuck is he going for? There is no graveyard. Wow. So he's just going for ghouls with the DH, but I'm so surprised that there is no graveyard. That's gonna allow that Warden to wreak havoc. I mean, without that graveyard, these ghouls will be very susceptible to the Shadow Strikes, and possibly even Fan of Knives from that Warden. We have an Archer and the Shadow Priest here. They're doing that. I should have healed the ghoul. They would have killed that creep anyway. I do not know why he did that. Warden didn't have mana for a Shadow Strike. But soon she will, and I'm guessing another ghoul will go down if not healed. But he has enough for a death ghoul. I do not understand why he's not using it. Yep, there we go. That delay could have been a costly mistake. That Warden needs mana so badly, and she wants that level 3 as well, so she can one-shot Acolytes, I think. Well, she can't really one-shot them, but a tick can kill them from the Shadow Strike, as they are on Blight, so that even that will be difficult to execute. Graveyard coming in just now. Wow, this is like the most delayed graveyard I've ever seen, and now it will be cancelled, which is a big problem. immediately these acolytes being pulled away. One gets hit, and we'll see. Is my theory right? Will the tick actually kill him? Needs like 6 more ticks. Apparently not. So level 2 Shadow Strike does not kill acolytes. Loses a Shadow Priest in the process, but I say it was well worth it. I mean, you cancelled the graveyard. You didn't really delay the mining for that long, but the graveyard was cancelled. I suppose that's the important part. Does this Warden have a blink, for fuck's sake? Is she gonna use it or not? I wonder. Chasing... maybe that was a Troll Berserker, not a Shadow Priest. Shadow Priest running down for his life, running to the base. Should really research backpack and get some Potions of Clarity onto that Warden. She is pretty low on mana. She can... oh yeah, there we go. Shadow Strike coming out. This just keeps ticking and ticking, and it's... and I'm sorry, this is not a level 2 Shadow Strike. This is a level 1 Shadow Strike. For some strange reason, I thought that this was a level 3 Warden. I mean, she can get there quite easily. All she needs is a creep camp. Yep, just one good creep camp would suffice. Not sure why is she not... oh, sorry, didn't have the creep camps turned on. I'm not sure why isn't she actually opting to go for one of these creep camps. Just get to level 3, it would be just... that level 2 Shadow Strike would be just so much more potent. It would have so much more potency. Be able to do a lot more damage. That Knight's health would decay like nothing. And here we go. It appears that she wants exactly that, but we already have a level 3 DK. He's hiring up some mercs, their ghouls, skeletons, etc. And graveyard still not finished. We have a tier 3 almost halfway through and no graveyard. This is the most delayed graveyard I have ever seen. I mean, come on. Shitload of ghoul, actually not shitload of ghouls, just 2 ghouls and a shitload of skeletons, which are about to expire, along with a Shadow Priest. Moving towards the Knight of Base. I do believe that this is a mistake. He's gonna get raped. But perhaps he shall be able to cancel one of these lures, or worst case scenario, both of them, or even force a TP. Yep, if she doesn't not TP, both of these are gonna get cancelled, then... actually, it won't be as bad, because the graveyard was delayed pretty... so you had a pretty late graveyard. But you're definitely not going to be able to win the game here, and this Warden... now, get mana before you leave. Ugh. So frustrating. Genius. Fucking genius. Up there we go, a TP has to come. But not before he loses a ghoul. So a ghoul and a Shadow Priest for 2 delayed lures. Not a bad trade at all. I don't see a second lore coming up this time. He just queued 1. Don't know why that is so. Apparently he is going to the Tree of Eternity, so I'm guessing we will see bears at a certain point of time in this game. And there we go, second lore coming in, but he didn't quite queue it in time. Bit of a miss micro, I suppose. I do not know. Level 1 Lich as the second hero coming in for our undead player. There are a lot of ghouls here. Oh man. Like two Fan of Knives would prove devastating. All this would be basically one shot away from dying. Would be a shitload of XP, but Warden runs in at the wrong place. Warden is at the wrong place at the wrong time, and she now has an invisibility potion. She used it, and she's on her way to the undead base. Furthermore, she sees the movement of the undead troops. Third hero coming in. I do not believe that she has... yeah, she could have went, like, killed an acolyte or 2, then staffed back and fought in the base. Apparently she does not want to do that. She's following the army. Our undead player completely oblivious to the presence of that Warden. Position is good. I mean, it's behind buildings, but he doesn't really have a lot of in front of these units. He just has choke points, that's it. But I mean, choke points are only so good because you don't have anything to... Why would you be hitting that Lich? You know you will not be able to take it down. That DK... actually, that DK doesn't have mana, but by the time you bring that Lich down, he's gonna have enough mana for another coil. You should really focus yourself on the DK, just casting one Shadow Strike after another. But these ghouls are gonna get it. I mean, you have these buildings that are hitting you. That's very inconvenient. have archers, you have poison from Dryad. Somebody should really repair the Shredder. Get staffed. I mean, you should assign a Wisp to it. Fan of Knives coming in. But it's only level 1. This Lich, if not coiled, will die. Oh, yeah, this was a very good move. He stopped the Ancient of War from hitting it. Now he's gonna get the XP from it. That knight does not have enough mana. Warden, what is the I don't know, the status of Warden's mana is pretty bad too. But she has, I mean, why wouldn't you use that Shadow Strike? It doesn't matter if you're not gonna kill it, you're gonna damage it pretty badly. I mean, he will need to heal more, you will buy yourself more time. That mana is practically nothing for you, you can regain it quite fast, no problems. I have a lot of Dryads, I mean 5 Dryads here, coming in for this Warden. Has a good support on her back, and now finally we have one Fiend. That's pretty much the only thing that can counter those Dryads, but do we have bears?
Players' forces are under attack.
No, we do not have bears, and those destroyers, when they come in with Fiends, they're gonna completely own the Dryads. I mean, not the destroyers, but certainly the Fiends will do massive amounts of damage to these Dryads, and I mean, they'll be gone permanently. Clearing out this creep camp, possibly an expansion, but I am uncertain of that. Patent of Energy, very nice. I'm sorry, there's just something happening on the side, and I gotta take a look at it for a brief moment, and then I can come back to the game. There we go. So Patent of Energy for that Warden, so very nice item. Well, I mean, Staff good, Staff of Teleportation, Preservation, Gloves of Haste, maybe. Patent of Energy, awesome. And I don't know about the claws. I suppose they can't harm. They're not harming. They're pretty good. Perhaps better off using them than selling them. Bears finally coming in. They're master trained bears. He's gonna need a lot more than one bear to deal with this army. There are no destroyers, so that's fantastic. You still have an advantage if you engage in the field, but level 2, level 2, level 3, these heroes are climbing up dangerously high, and if they get high enough, this is gonna become pretty fucking bad for this Warden, because I mean, there's only so much that you can dodge, there's only so much that you can absorb. Wow. Oh, yeah, we have a second hero for our Idle player, so it's a Panda. The Drunken Haze, first spell, she's gonna reach level 2 from the creep camp. I do believe that he will. Maybe another creep camp, and then that will be the end of it. Oh my god, my tasks on this side are finally done. Panda, yeah, excuse my joy, but it has taken me a while to finish this, and I was watching it on my other screen as it was finishing while I was casting. Missed the Acolyte snipes. Well, not that many, just 2, soon to be 3, and soon to be 4. I mean, why wouldn't you take down the 4th one? You had, oh man, come on, you could have just staffed here. And apparently he wants his Warden to be present here. What on earth for? Ooh, nice Toby Mask. Do you not want your Panda to like gain level 3 as well? Why would you hold your Warden there? I mean, there's could have been doing so much more in the undead base, but apparently she's going back and she is going to cause and wreak havoc. The creep camp being cleared out. Let's see what the drop will be. Maybe it will be something awesome and fantastic, but judging by Orb of Darkness, not bad. I'm not actually certain of whether you should sell it or hold it, but all in all, not a bad item at all. Either way, you can. Yeah, I think you can actually use it. Definitely, because that Panda is a melee hero, and I mean, he's gonna hit a lot of shit. You know, we might get a skeleton or 2. Actually, since there are destroyers, you're better off selling it. Zeppelin coming in, probably the only thing that can save those acolytes efficiently. I mean, if they're in a Zeppelin, they're not mining, and maybe you should just do a Fan of Knives on the other side and kill the one before the Zeppelin actually arrives, not from this side. But very slow reaction. 3 acolytes bite the dust before the Zeppelin even starts gathering up. Oh damn. And the Warden just gonna sit there. There's really no reason for her to be anywhere else, really. I mean, aside from perhaps defending this place, but this is actually, yeah, this was actually defendable. But since that Tree of Life didn't go up, you couldn't TP, and by the time this army would come back, it would be pretty much over. One Acolyte coming down, two more in the Zeppelin, one more coming in. He is waiting for that Warden to show up. He doesn't want these two to come out because they're gonna get killed instantly. There we go. One more goes down. This undead all of this time, not mining. So 419, 4190, 3. Holy shit. Almost 1,000 gold difference. That's how much mining has been delayed in the undead base. But look at this. Undead going to the corner. And if he expands there, I do not believe that our Night Wolf player will expect or scout that position at all. He's going to have some very nice drops here, and these heroes are going to get some very nice experience from this. They are pretty high now, considering that you have a tri-hero combination. I mean, 3, 3, and 4 soon, actually almost halfway to 5, I would say. Ooh, nice potion of restoration, so 500 HP and a 200 mana. Wow, this panda has been really on a rampage in terms of creeping. He's level 4. I mean, this is one of the few games where I'll see a hero reach level 5 from just creeping. Where is our beloved Warden? Where is she hiding off these days? She is in the base. He was in her base, getting mana back, but she's gonna come back to this mine, and she's just gonna hang there and kill enough things until she reaches level 6. I have a bad feeling that will happen. So there's an expansion here. I do believe this was like just a bait to assure our undead player that everything's fine, that he has managed to successfully stop an expansion, while another one is going in the back. And this panda just stacking up on these items. Robe of Magi, very nice, 6 intelligence, boots of speed, orb of darkness, invuln pod. I have a feeling that Warden should have an invuln pod as well. I mean, with all the focusing, yeah, she should definitely have an invuln pod. I mean, Coil Nova, that can be very painful and very cruel to your hero. This army should just clean one more creep camp, but where to find a creep camp? He needs a Zeppelin or something of a kind. Otherwise, yeah, he has a green one here, but I'm not so sure that green one will be sufficient. Doubtful. He can make a shot. Why not? I mean, it's right there. But I do believe that he's out there looking for an engagement now. He's out for blood. He wants that level 5 on that panda, where that breath of fire will do horrific things to these units and heroes and whatnot. And the undead actually expanding, taking the silent expansion. Does our Night Elf player know anything about this? No, he has no idea that this is going on. And this is what you get for not scouting. I mean, this is gonna hurt him so bad in the long run if that expansion manages to go up. Why is this hero detaching? Both of these heroes detaching for one statue. This was so pointless, and now this army is engaging without the heroes are in the back, but for a moment there I thought they would engage without the hero support. Look at what they're doing, but TP came in time. One fiend went down. Panda now, level 5 panda. We're gonna see some level 3 breath of fire and, well, some carnage basically. We also have Fan of Knives. Not sure if the Fan of Knives are level 3 though. I think she took a 2-2-1, level 1 blink and 2-2 in terms of blink and that shadow strike. We'll see how it goes on from there. What will she choose next? What will her skill composition be? But our undead heroes, I mean, just look at them. They look like beasts. This DK still didn't manage to reach level 5. No death coil there. Sorry about that. I realized that I should move a mic when I cough, but you wouldn't believe in what sort of an awkward position I'm in now. And that's easier said than done. Let me just put it to you that way. This army, it's pretty small. Wow, we have a boneyard coming in, so we're gonna see some frost worms. I wonder what good would they do. I mean, they can't hit the Dryads, but they can slow down all the bears. But you have a slow on the bears anyway from Frost Nova. I do not know, but one thing that I would like to see on one of these heroes is an Orb of Venom. That would be really nice. Wasted Death Coil and Frost Nova because of that. How is it called? Staff of Teleportation, Staff of Preservation. Sorry. One bear goes down. Second bear goes down. Two fiend goes down. Two fiends for two bears. Bad trade overall. A statue about to go down, but the third bear comes down, and this is looking pretty ugly. I mean, those bears are not really necessary in this fight, as you don't really have a lot to tank. These Dryads should really just turn around and focus the statue down. 3, 2, 1, but no. Panda wasn't really that low, but that Coil Nova combo could have brought him down really fast. Wow, this is a really strong Shadow Strike. I think he took it level 3. I do not know. But this DK suffered a lot of damage from it, and finally he sees this expansion, and this is now completely worthless. I mean, he invested so much money into this, and now it is going to go down. It will serve no purpose. It will be pointless. These acolytes will be killed. This haunted goldmine will be taken down. This necropolis will be destroyed. But he's determined to have a say in all of this, and he doesn't want it to happen. Should have probably brought a Dryad with him there, but you're gonna need that destroyer in the fight that is coming. I can see the knight moving across the map. These acolytes are so bad on health. This bear is basically one-shotting them. This is wow, this is not 2 shots. This is 1. Sorry, 70 damage for fuck's sake. How hard do you hit? And here we go. Another acolyte down. Another one bites the dust. Bear being taken into that Zeppelin. No anti-air here. Well, I mean anti-air, but certainly not enough. Runs away to his army, and now this Zeppelin is greeted by a force with which he cannot deal with it. He's gonna come back to this expansion and terminate it. I'm not sure if it was worth it. I mean, come on, you surely you will do something about it. Do not run away, for fuck's sake. All you have to do is send a panda there, do a breath of fire, that's it. I mean, so what? Just, God, you have an invuln pot. With that invuln pot, you could have like destroyed that haunted goldmine and just use the staff of TP to get out of there, or have a Warden with you. Together, even better. You could have destroyed that expansion, but no, you were simply refusing to do so, and now he's mining from it. This is a really bad mistake on the Night Owl's part, and I hate it when they do this. I mean, it harms them more than it does any good. You move your main basically, and then everything you staff gets staffed there. And look, now he's gonna reveal it with this bear, and that has a good chance of getting owned. Losing a bear here, sacrificing some health and a DK, but that's it. He's not going to be able to take this main down, not for the moment anyway. Oh shit, these heroes reach a level up from what? Oh, the Zeppelin was taken down with a bear in it. Frostworm now in the game. When he had a chance to take that expansion down, he refused to do so. I have no idea why. Breath of Fire coming in. I can see it doing a lot here. DK almost being taken down. He's forced to retreat, and now that he has TP'd, finally he has a break. He has a chance to go for this expansion, and he should really go for it as fast as he can. I do believe that a Warden can somehow blink like from here to here to here, and then do shit here. But he just doesn't want to. I mean, he's going back to his base. He's just letting this goldmine run, no problems. He's scouting it now as though, I mean, what? He thinks that his opponent has forgotten about it. Somehow forgot to cue the acolytes or something of a kind. I do not understand this at all. Sure, yes, he has 2 gold mines in operation, but big deal. I mean, the undead can take another expansion now. You should never have allowed this to become operational. I mean, you need to do some serious harassment here. Now you will be able to do nothing until you score a major victory in the field, and the last fight doesn't really count since he TP'd away. But you're gonna need to TP to this expansion, or you are going to lose it, man. My good man. Okay, so killing these acolytes, that's gonna give a good level not gonna give a level, but it's gonna give some good XP. You shouldn't really be chasing them with all those units. Should really be focusing those bears on this one gold mine. And for fuck's sake, you should really TP here. You do not want to lose your tree of life. Why? Why would you do that? If you TP now, you will have traded well. I mean, you have taken down the haunted gold mine, killed 5 acolytes. Enough is enough. You should have TP. You can even like stack a zeppelin staff, one staff of preservation, and then just go if you can micro it fast enough. But I cannot believe that he actually sacrificed this gold mine for this. I suppose he believes that he has this one, so he's safe, but he could have traded much better than this. I can see why they did not crown this replay now, even though we have, I mean, level 6 Warden and level 5 Panda, soon to be 6 as well. And we have like these high level undead heroes as well. Mid-level range, actually, that knight can be called a high level. But as I said, I can see now why they didn't crown it. I thought that this would be probably because of all these mistakes that were made, kind of dumb mistakes. But I cannot disqualify this as a bad game or anything like that. This is still somewhere in the pro realm, I suppose. It definitely is. But our undead player, he's just relentless with these corner expansions. He's determined to get one no matter what. His acolytes are waiting here. I do believe they're going to get transferred any moment now. But more importantly, he is getting these red creep camps. And look at this, rune braces, flute of accuracy, Aurelius, hilarious flute of accuracy, Khadgar's gem of hell. I mean, just look at the items on these heroes. This is ridiculous. Dark Ranger is empty though. But I mean, come on. You could not have asked for better items. None that I can think of. And this fiend, he needs to web this strike so they can hit, so the DK can hit him. But this is still a pretty bad DPS on him. Potion of Restoration, very nice, very nice. That DK is not gonna die anytime soon, regardless of this breath of fire, regardless of this level 6 Warden. No third hero, but you can see just how ugly the main looks like without the main base looks like without the main building, without your town. I mean, without your tree, basically, however you call it. Plus, everything you staff gets staffed here, and yeah, this is actually a good idea to put some moonwells. I mean, when you staff, you want to be sure that they can get healed and not that they can get intercepted and fucked along the way. I mean, he could assume that there is something up in the corner. Will he? Will he? Apparently not, but maybe at some point of time he will scout this and have a look around and realize that there is, guess what? Yet another expansion. Now he's rushing towards his base, but that Warden, when she summons that avatar, yep, there we go. Perhaps she shouldn't have summoned it yet. Oh, wait, there's a graveyard. There's a graveyard. She needs to go up front and just summon these spirits of vengeance there. Not just stand around here being a single DPS unit. This DPS is not even that big. She just needs to summon a lot of those things and be merry in that way. Where is he going, for fuck's sake? Just keep hitting it. You can take down at least 2 more buildings before you leave, like this spirit tower and the slaughterhouse. But no, he's looking for engagement and looks like he's going to get it. Staffing this bear immediately. That's a lot of mana wasted just for this. Wow, this Frostworm taking a lot of damage, and now has to retreat. Death coil being popped there, so there's 2 death coils already before the fight even started. So look at it, he's down 120 mana, recovering it relatively fast. Has some pretty good auras, but our Night Elf player will now, even though he knows that this is up, he will be forced to retreat, he will be forced to go back, because guess what? There's nothing you can do about it now. Because your main is going to get fucked by this entire force, and I mean, come on, seriously, you are not going to sacrifice it, seriously. But he could send this Avatar of Vengeance here, and with it alone, pretty much sabotage this expansion completely. Instead, he's just spinning around. Why? Why? What are you doing, my good man? You're spinning around in indecision while your main is being utterly destroyed.
Forces are under attack.
Could have left the Avatar there. I mean, there's no need to take it with you. Bear being stabbed, but look where it is being stabbed to. Surprisingly enough, this Warden, yep, she's blinking up front, taking down a Fiend. Panda getting pretty close to that level 6, and this is turning really ugly really fast. Whisk coming in here, I do not know what he will buy. Two of these hippos. Why are they spinning around? Go, kill the Zeppelin. Do not come back, there is no need for you to come back, do you understand? Maybe they killed the Frostworm here, did they? No, they did not. But they could have come here and do a ton load of damage on this Frostworm. They see him now, and Warden coming in, she can Shadow Strike him to do some additional damage. She has a pretty low level blink, I think, that's the problem, so she cannot blink over there. It's pretty short in terms of range. No, you need a higher level blink. And you don't go from that side, you go from this side, as far as I know. Come on, Shadow Strike him. There we go. Now send the hippos before the Fiends. There are no Fiends. So this Frostworm is done for if DK doesn't help him out. And DK is in a position to do so. One of these hippos goes down. But he just doesn't know how to blink in here. You need a higher level blink, and I think you go somewhere around here. I can't guarantee anything, but I do believe you go somewhere like here. You definitely can't go from here. Maybe if somebody has any better ideas, do share them with me. Anyhow, both players, they seem to be in a standby mode, but the Undead definitely has an advantage at this point of time. He has a very safe expansion up here, 7.8k gold, compared to this one, which actually this one has more gold than that one, and this one has been mining for God knows how long. Probably because they start off with more. Let me just have a look at that. Yep, these start off with 10k, and these start off with 12.5. But guess what? Undead is taking yet another expansion. Okay, this one is pretty stupid actually, because Night Elf will be able to do a lot of things there. There are 2 Frostworms. I really think you should get like at least 4 hippos to deal with them. To be able to deal with them really fast. Okay, he has 3 in his arsenal, which is enough if you take into account that you have a Panda with that Breath of Fire and Fan of Knives. You can see Undead is, for the moment, he's avoiding clashes, he's avoiding fights, and honestly, why shouldn't he? He has a base. He's just sniping units wherever he can. These heroes are slowly gaining XP, and very soon they're gonna become pretty much unstoppable. I mean, level 3 Frost Nova along with the level 3 Death Coil. I mean, that is so much health down instantly that it's unbelievable. Where is that Dark Ranger, I wonder? Yep, it is here in the composition of the army. It is level 4, soon to be level 5, and that level, I'm pretty sure he's going to take level 3 Silence, and when he takes that level 3 Silence, your heroes are going to be, silent for a very long amount of time. And finally, he's doing just exactly what I said. I mean, he has that Avatar of Vengeance. Probably should have a hippo here as well to mess with that Zeppelin, and that is exactly what he's doing now. But as long as that Zeppelin goes down, and as long as that Avatar manages to summon Spirits of Vengeances from these Acolytes, he doesn't really need a Warden here. The Avatar can pretty much handle this, no problems. Should do a Fan of Knives just to kill them. There we go, one of these Shadow Strikes used. And now as soon as he TPs away, the Undead TPs in. He has a chance to take this? No. He got that coiled, so no problems there. Take the Zeppelin down, take the Zeppelin down! There we go. Now these acolytes have nowhere to hide. Another one can be popped, but look at this. One expansion here, another one here, and I just feel that without some sort of air units or something of a kind, our Night Elf player will not be able to handle this, regardless of his hero levels. He won't be able to be everywhere at once. I mean, the first thing is you should do is deal with this, then deal with this, and deal with this. Basically, send a Warden, send a Panda here, a Warden here, and his army could go here and expand himself as well. If Undead attacks somewhere, Staff of TP to your army, and then TP the army as a whole. But make sure that you have enough DPS to take down the expansions before you are forced to TP. Okay, so the army is here. Zeppelin, yes, no, maybe. Hippos coming in. Ooh, nice, 6 hippos. But I do not see him doing anything. I mean, holy shit, these frostworms are coming in, but they're getting they took so much damage here for nothing. They will need to be death coiled, and that mana is not infinite, my good man. It tends to run out at a certain point of time. There's threat of these hippos, and they're just circling around. So it is very unwise to move that Zeppelin over. I mean, he's gonna try from the upper side, but his main at this point of time is going to get pressured. I don't think he gives a shit because he can rebuild pretty much anywhere he wants. He has a shitload of gold at this point of time. Has a shitload of income, but not a shitload of gold. Because look, there were 5 acolytes, just 1, wow, and 2. So he has not a shitload of income actually, because those mines are not populated. Do a breath of fire here, my good man. Just do it. Just bop it. There we go. Look at how much damage he did. Just do another one. There's no reason why you shouldn't do like another one. Just go ahead and do it. Go nuts. I mean, these buildings are not invincible. He's not gonna repair them. Not at this time anyway. So why not? Actually, he is going to repair them. It's better off sending that acolyte to mine or something like that, because he doesn't have enough of the mining anyway. This DK, wow, this DK is actually trapped. He doesn't have a TP. He has this potion, but that potion ain't gonna last forever. Warden just running out, and healing scroll has been used. You can see another shadow strike coming in pretty fast, and we see a shouldn't really hold those heroes together as they can get silenced as one. Oh damn. Invuln pod being passed at such a low health, but Dark Ranger has went down. Lich almost going down. Refocus. Oh, this was a slow micro action here. Lich goes down. Shouldn't have done that. Should have just blinked towards the DK. You could have taken the DK down as well with you. But who am I to judge from this observer perspective? This gold mine is now being taken down. This Night Elf has been under a lot of pressure since these gold mines have went up. This one is being populated as we speak. If it gets populated full along with this one, that's going to give a tremendous advantage to the undead. But he has 2 extra acolytes here, which is not good at all. This gold mine is a goner pretty much. Not going to happen, but it are you serious? This whole mine has mined 500 gold? Are you kidding me? No way. Wait. Holy shit, this mine has been up for so long, and it has only mined 700 gold. Hilarious. Not even 700, 500, sorry. And exactly 500. These Breath of Fires are just doing terrible things to these buildings, and this Panda, I do believe that he can split now, yep. He's almost level 7, I mean halfway to level 7 anyway. Main now being pressured. Expansion just came into play here. The Warden is able to deal with these heroes now, no problem, since the Dark Ranger is not in the game. There's no silence of whatsoever, and she can blink either the Death Coil or the Frost Nova if she's fast enough. So they can only cast one of those things on her, and she's doing terrible things to these ghouls. I mean, these Shadow Strikes are absolutely destroying them. That's a level 3 Shadow Strike now, plus Fan of Knives. I mean, these ghouls, they don't stand a chance. They're not gonna take this down. Ash, why would you leave this one ghoul here? What is the point? He wants to come here and opt for a chance to kill this Death Knight. I mean, he can. His Warden can just blink to it. There's no way he can run away. Zeppelin. You see that now if you had that orb of venom, that would be really useful to you. Now you need to send hippos to help you out, otherwise you're gonna lose. Otherwise you're not gonna be able to kill that DK. Apparently she will, cause he mismicroed, or he just gave up at this point of time because his main is in ruins, he had no army, one of his heroes was dead, the other was really low. Anyway, a bit of a longer game. 40 minutes, that's pretty long for a 1v1 matchup. You've seen a good amount of mistakes, but overall, not a bad game. Let's just take a look at the score. Anyway, guys, as ever, subscribe, like, comment. This is Chronic Lack of Care, signing out.